Hello, hello. How are we doing today? Whew. Today was my 12-hour, and I am exhausted after it. Exhausted. Usually I have like a second wind coming, but I don't today. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. All right. So, the good thing is we're going to be using concealer to hide these bags of I'm not sleeping anymore. It's going to be great. All right, so one of the things I really want to discuss today, obviously, is the palette 3, which is right here. Super messy right now in there. So this right here is our palette 3. I put a picture on Facebook of it, and it gives you a better view of what it looks like versus what's here. Okay, not a problem. Thank you. We all have lives. I get it. So this is, if you ever see me use the black, the Irate, this is the one that comes with the Irate. So again, what Younique does, which is great, is two things. One, you do not have to use a lot of pigment to get your look. And then also they always give you like pairs of shimmers and mattes, so you can go crazy with this. So tonight we are going to do a couple looks with this so you can kind of see all the different things you can do with it. And if while you're watching you decide that you want it, just type sold and I'll know it's yours. But otherwise it's just nice to just go palette by palette and see what each one can give you. So first, what I keep talking about over and over again, but I find super important is that I drop everything on the floor all the time, non-stop. Let's get organized. I always forget to get organized before I come on. So today, or this month of April, we have our biggest, most popular kudos going on. So what is it, you ask? If you don't know already, then I'm not doing a good job. So our kudos is our Fab 4. Our Fab 4 is 4 items. Pretty much if you purchase 3, the 4th one's free. It's 28% off the whole package. So to start with your face, to go in order of what we're going to be doing, is the first product you're going to get is your primer. So primer is super important, and I talk about this all the time because I feel like no matter how much talk about it, I can never make it as important as it really is. So your primer is used for multiple different things. The most important thing is in the morning and at night, when you clean your face, exfoliate, do whatever you want, you clean out your pores. You're going to put your makeup right back onto your face. So everything that you just cleaned out of your pores is going to go right back in there. So it's kind of defeating the purpose. So what primer is used is to make your skin smooth, and is also to fill in those pores with healthy nutrients, vitamins, all that jazz, to make sure that it's blocked from all the toxins and the makeup and everything throughout the day. Also, what it does gives you a nice even skin tone. And it also, the first original reason why it came out was that it allows your makeup to stay on longer. So it takes the full length as long as you can for your makeup to stay on there with this. So this is the first product you'll get, is your primer. Then on the next step, what you're going to get is going to be your concealer. And again, I'm sorry, super tired. Don't really feel that well, but I like to come online because this is my little happy place. Next, what you're going to get is your concealer. After your concealer, which really helps with alleviating your dark circles, the bags under your eyes, any kind of like imperfections, if you have dark spots or anything like that, this will help take care of it. Then from that is going to be your foundation. So if you, your foundation, and then your foundation brush, which I found out today I'm using wrong. We all learn together. So I'm supposed to be putting the drops in this little circle, and I've been putting it on the outskirts of it. So we'll go about doing it the right way from now on. So you'll get your foundation, which is your liquid full coverage buildable foundation, and your brush. So if you were to buy your brush, your primer, and your concealer, it's like getting the foundation completely free, because this whole package together, all of these, is $99. So when I go to Ulta, I spend so much more than $99 on this bad boy. So let's get started. All right. So first things first is we're going to start with our primer. So you're going to use about that much primer right there for your entire face. And again, this will fill your pores and smooth it out. And will also protect your face from the all day. The first time I used this, I was using way too much. way too much. So that is all that you need for your entire face. You just want to rub it through. And you'll feel almost like, I don't want to say grainy. Grainy is not the right word. But almost like a substance that you can feel now, like your skin is completely smooth and your pores are filled. I'd say like microscopic grains. Okay, so that is on. Next, we're going to move on to our concealer. So when it comes to your concealer, that is how much you're going to use. That's why this lasts you forever, because you do not need a lot. So I'm going to go in with my concealer brush. Bam! I'm going to go right under my eyes. So when you put your foundation on your face, you make a completely flat palette. So what I mean by that is that you have no dimension to your face. So that's kind of what concealer is doing. So it's not really good for foundation for that to happen, but for concealer, that's really what you want. You want to get rid of those wrinkles, you want to get rid of those bags, you want to get rid of all of the stuff that says, I did not sleep. Okay, and then you want to go in. I like to just do it right here, just because I get super red here, so I like the extra protection. I'm going to go right over here and just dab on my dark spot, which is right there. Okay? So that is it when it comes to concealer for me. Just going to go in and just going to smooth out these underlines and smooth it out all together. Okay. And to be honest, I actually think that I could have used a little less. All right. My super red forehead. Okay. And there you go. So now I have a little bit more of a refreshed look versus what I had before, which said I'm super tired. Super duper tired. So with concealer and my wrinkle that I have right here that I've had my whole life, not anything that I can correct or get rid of, it always causes the product to really stick in there. So I'm just going to go in and pat it in. And it is translucent, so it goes on like a powder, like a white powder, so you can see where you're putting it. And then it just goes translucent. Do you see? No difference. Bam, bam. Ooh, we are super quiet tonight, which is totally fine. Everyone's probably just as tired as I am. And it's my Friday night. Should be like living it up. Living it up. Man, I always wear black. I don't know why I do that to myself. All right, and then we're going to go in with our foundation. So what I learned today, I watch videos all the time. So this is how I learned that I was using my brush wrong. All right. Sorry, allergies have been really bothering my eyes. So in this little circle in the middle is where we're going to put our dots. So we're just going to do my 2. Okay, so I have my full coverage on the top. And then do my 2 on my cheek. All right, and then the 2 on the other side. And when you get your Kudos for the month, you're going to choose the same color for the concealer as the foundation because they are a perfect match, which sounds like common sense, but sometimes like you would think a concealer would be much lighter, but literally it blends right in with what I have as my foundation. So if you were feeling like you wanted to go with, even more of a full coverage, I have tried this. I did it on another live. If you want to go ahead and do it again, it'll just give you even more coverage. I rarely ever do this. I think I've only done it 3 times. Like this will be my 3rd, which means it's the 2nd time of my live. Because I just wanted to see how it felt throughout the day. And it feels no different than 1 layer, which I really can't feel on my face. All right. And this just gives you that nice, really, really full face. I haven't been using my face products. I've been neglecting for about 3 days. One day, I was so tired I literally fell asleep with my makeup on. So my neglecting has caused this whole area to be an issue and also down over here. So don't neglect your face. You'll pay for it. All right, so that is my full coverage look. It's funny when you have powder on your eyebrows how it you can really see it in your vision. All right. Sorry if I'm not as energetic. Like I said, I'm actually not feeling that well. But this is my happy place. So I'm going to go back in and do this again in the corner. A little bit lighter this time because I did it the first. Again, just so it doesn't cake up in my crease. One day I should do one with it, one eye with it, one eye without it, and you can see what I'm talking about. Because it might not make sense if you don't have the issue that I have. Or you might not realize there is actually a solution to the issue. All right. Where is my sculpting kit? I'm really upset I can't find my beauty bud. I literally have no idea where it is. It makes me so sad. Makes me so sad. Where's my brush? If I only had a brain. Really? Having major malfunctions over here. I need to get it together. I actually need my husband. My husband knows where everything is in life. I don't even know how he pays attention to me that well. Alright, so I cannot find... I found it. Could not find my contour brush, but I got it. So today we're going to do our contours. Keep in mind, like I keep saying, is when I first got it, this is your 3 colors. So your low light, your highlight. This is like a shimmery, see the shimmer? A shimmer. It's like a little highlighter. It's our 3D cream, which is amazing. I love it. I've never used it before. I've had fun doing it. So when I first got this, I did it live for the first time. And I was super intimidated. And I opened it live to find out. They tell you where to place each color. They say this is where it goes. They make it so easy for you. So if it's your first time It's very easy to do. So first we're going to start right here, and again you're going to go from your hairline down when you make your duck face. Okay. Same thing over here. And make sure if you have to go anywhere with it, don't go down, go up. Because going down defeats the purpose. So definitely go up. So what that does is just really angles in your face. You're going to put your blush right on top of that. And then our 3D cream right on top of that. Creates a nice little lineup. I'm going to go under. So we can make our face look narrower and more slender. Okay. Then we're going to go up into the corners. I think I finally broke my palette in. Makes me super happy. Sometimes when you get these, it takes a little bit to break in. Okay, so we just made up here a little bit darker. Then you're just going to do either side of your nose and underneath to make it just a little bit slender. Okay, let's see, did I miss anywhere? I did. So right here, if you put a dark contouring under your lip, I'm so sorry. It's just that I don't feel good. I apologize. Underneath your lip, it's going to make your lip look fuller. So for instance, there's my lip. And now I have a bigger shadow, so it makes your lips stick out more. It makes it look like you have fuller lips. It's an illusion. All right. Next, we're going to move on to our highlighter. We're going to follow our diagram right here. Okay. Oops. All right. And then, of course, we're going to go under our eyes. Again, make these look more like I'm not asleep. We're going to go right over our eyebrow. And that'll help our eyebrows pop out a little bit more and be more defined. And then we're going to go right in between those two lines that we made. Right here. Okay. All right. Now for the 3D cream, for our 3D cream part, which is this. See how it's that nice shimmer? We are going to go ahead and we're going to put that right here and right there. Down our nose and then our Cupid's bow. I'm going to put my blush on first and put this over top of it. So the blush that I have is our Minerals Sweet. I do have one of these still available as well if you are interested. They're really hard to open, a lot of these makeup things, and I find that to be a wonderful thing because I don't want it to open up in my bag. Because I literally pack everything up and take it to work every single day. It's ridiculous, I know. So with the blush, this blush is going to last me for well over a year because literally I go like this. Boop. I go here and then use the rest of it on this side and slowly blend it. I say slowly as I move this super fast. I really like this brush a lot more than the one I had because see how it's angled and it's super skinny? It makes it a lot more precise. So it puts it where I really want it. So see? Just one dab will do it. One dab will do it. All right, now I'm going to go in with that highlighting cream over top. Because I found that when I do the blush afterwards, I feel like I get rid of that highlighter a little bit. Okay. So see? We're just going to smooth that out. That little bugger doesn't want to be. Okay, so you have a nice glow on this side versus this side. And again, if you're going with like a full matte look, you might not want to do the glow, but I think that the glow is always appropriate. It just adds a nice, healthy shine to your skin. All right, so our 2 spots. I'm going to go right down our nose and right on our Cupid's bow. Okay. Oh, I never noticed before. It says to use it right here. Let's try that out today, shall we? I usually use my eyeshadow to do that. Never thought about using the highlighter. Okay, so now, like as you see, like underneath the blush, it just brings a nice pull down and just pulls my face in. Makes it a little bit longer looking than rounder looking. All right, so let's move on to our palette. So I'm going to do like a everyday look with it, and then I'm going out at night look. So, first things first, gotta grab one of these doohickeys over here that I love. This is our angled shadow brush and sponge. So I'm going to start using just this because I'm going to give it like a light angelic look, and then I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to use this, and this is going to make it a lot more bolder. You'll see what I mean. So I'm going to go in first with Smitten. Okay. And then I'm just going to highlight up here. I like to start with a nice base and then build on top of that. Okay. So it's really like a very light shimmer purple. It's almost like a nude. I'd say like, I guess like a lavender in a sense. All right, and then highlight up here. And I'm just moving it around, smoothing it out. I'm just going to put a little dab under here to continue with the color. Okay, so that is our Smitten, because it's just Smitten. So if I was going for every day, I would start with Flippant, Tickled. Do I even have Flippant? I do. I'm going to start with Tickled and then add a little bit of Flippant over here to make it like a nice, nice little look to it. So again, just going to do this corner right here. We're going to create a V, bring it up. And this is probably my favorite look, is this one. Sorry if you heard that. That's my husband texting. Okay. See a difference? Going very light, just want to make it a little bit bolder, a little bit more cheeky. Alright, and I'm just going to bring that up close to my eyebrow just to keep the shape. And if I go too high, that's fine. We'll come back in, we'll highlight it out. So there you go. Now we're going to go on to the side, do the same thing with Flippant. Okay. I feel like there's always better light to show what I'm doing on this side, which I find very weird. because the light is actually on the other side. It's actually on this side, that side. So you would think that the other eye would show better in a sense. Okay. Okay. So this is like a nice, everyday, soft, angelic look. So if I was going with this one, okay. This is my precision pencil. It is called Perfect. I still have a whole bunch of these left over if you're interested. Definitely get it from me and not from online because you will pay much more online on my website. All right, you just want to go above your eyelashes because we are doing just a soft look with this, like an everyday look. Okay. All right. I'm just going to draw a line to show you once it dries what it looks like and how it does not smudge. It's crazy, but it does not smudge. Hey, Megan! What are you doing awake? This is way past your bedtime. Way past it. Thanks for joining. So far, this is palette 3. This is like my everyday look. This is using Smitten as our main, and then using Tickled as our color that we created our V with. So how do we change this from an everyday look, simple like this, to bam, overnight look? I want to go home, use the same colors or the same palette, and keep going. Singing happy birthday to Mike? Where are you at? You're singing happy birthday to Mike. Did you get my text, by the way? I never heard back from him. Not his forte. Hello, thank you for the love. I just kind of assumed it was my shitty phone that I have, but I never did hear back, so I didn't know if he didn't get it. Alright, so how do we take this from an everyday look into I'm going out at night? So we're going to switch over to Cheeky. Alright. We're going to switch over to Cheeky, which is a little bit of a deeper purple, and we're going to use Irate as well. So I'm going to start with Cheeky. Again, a little bit darker. Just want to make my crease a little bit more bold. Okay. And go in with I'm going to go in with Irate just right here in the corner to do like a little bit of a triangle. And actually, I'll do this just to show you what I mean. I'm going to take it and literally only do right here. Right in there. Alright. So I'm going to go in. I'm just going to touch Irate. I just want to slowly go about this. And I'm just going to dab it into place. Okay. And do it again. Just make it a little bit bolder. Sorry. It's not the matte. It's not the eyeshadow. It's my super wrinkly eyes, just so you know. So let me just go in. I have such issues with my wrinkly eyes. And then I'm just going to blend that into my crease. Okay. So there we go. And we can go in with our foundation brush and just clean it up. All right. So we went from our cute little I went to work today to bam. So that's what I like about these palettes is you can do so many different things with one palette. And what's funny is I'm going to leave my eyes like this because I'm going to take 2 pictures of what they look like so you can see what one palette can do. You know what? I want to go just a smidge. There we go. Just a smidge. Okay. And then I'm just going to clean up the inside here. And just have it layer on nice and thin. So remember how I was saying we're going to switch to this brush? That's when we're going to do that now. Is I'm going to go into Smitten right here. And I'm going to take it and really put a nice bold highlight right here with it. And then again, down here. And right here. And then I'm just going to take Cheeky. So I took Cheeky and like just a boop of an eye, right? And I'm going to bring that right under here. I know this looks super messy. It's all going to come together, ladies. Trust me. When have I ever failed you? Okay. And then I'm going to take my deluxe brush, which is this one. All right. And it looks like this. It's a little bit bigger. I'm just going to go like this and smooth it out. Because I just want to smooth it out. I don't want it to be like a solid line. So see how that just smoothed it out a little bit and made the colors kind of blend together a little bit better? That's what I wanted. So now the colors look like they blend into each other. All right, and I'm just going to go back into my foundation brush because I got some over here and go right here. Hello, hello, Darlene. Thanks for joining. We're showing 2 different looks for one palette that I still have for sale. It is palette number 3. All right, I was losing my shimmer, so I had to put that on. So you can go from at work, very simple, everyday look. This is my favorite look to wear because I like my purples and my pinks. And then going right over to a night out. And this is using for palette 3. On this side is going to be Tickled and Smitten. So this color here and then Tickled here. This side over here, I had Smitten and Tickled on it. And then on top of that, I did Cheeky. Let me see if I get that focus better. Nope. I did Cheeky and then Irate. So that's like doing one extreme to the other. There's also a middle ground with that as well. So also, I did my eyeliner, let it dry. I'm going to go on. Nothing. Nothing. Not going to go anywhere. Nope. Nada. It's insane. And that's the same with the lip liners as well, ladies. So when you use your lip liner, that is how it stays on your lips as well. So it's crazy, crazy. All right. So we got to do our eyes. This side I'm going to do a nice bold wing to it. We're really going to bring that over. And again, ladies, if you decide that you want it, just type sold in the comments and it's yours. And you're just going to draw the line right above your eyelashes. And if you want it bold, you can layer it up. Okay, see, this one's just like one single simple line. I just want to thin it out right over here so it fades into my eyebrows. All right. And now we're going to move on to our eyebrows. So this is our Brow Obsession palette. It comes in steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will learn as you use it what works for you, what doesn't. I know I followed the steps for a very long time until I became a little more confident with it and went off and did my own thing. So I like to start from the bottom and build it up. So I'll hit number 2 first, and I will draw my line. And make it nice and bold. Then I'm going to go in with 1. And my rule is, as we know, it must be in line with the corner of your eye. If you go too close together, it'll be pinched. If you go too far out, then it's going to look like you have a huge, huge forehead. Okay, we're just going to fill this in. When you use a pencil, you should really go in the direction of your hairs, but you don't have to do that with powder because really you're just making a denser look. Okay. And I'm just going in with 2 and creating this top line. All right. And then I'm going in with my doohickey. Where's my doohickey? It was just in front of my face. There it is. Going with this, my little Jimmy John. I'm very light in the front here. I don't like it angled, so I like it rounded, so I always pull that off. So I will actually take this and thin it out a little bit in the front and go over, because naturally I am thin here. I'm unnaturally thin, so I like to fill it out with this, with the palette, but I still want to keep my natural look to it. All right, and then we're going to go in with the other side. Again, I'm going to take that number 2, and I'm going to draw my underline. I always have a much harder time on this side. Go in with 1, line it up with the corner of my eye, draw my line, and then just shade it in. Because unlike pencil, you can just shade it in. Hey Liz, how are you? How was your first day without my mother? It was her first day retired. My mom retired. Crazy. Then I'm going to go in with my doohickey. See how that is very straight? I do not like that. So I'm just going to break that up. And then just smooth it over. So a little bit more natural looking. Then I'm going to go in with my gel, which is, for this one, I'm going to be using number 1. Oh, man. I need sleep. I'm going to be using my gel, which is always number 5. So I'm going to go in with number 5. I like to do 2 brush strokes. Okay. So this is in the firm hold of a 2, even possibly a 1, when it comes to holding your eyebrow hairs down and in control. But it's not where it's like unhealthy, where it's like a 5, which is what I used to use, which did a lot of damage to my eyebrows, which is, you know, super, super, like, I could, like, crust it off, like, worse than mascara. Speaking of mascara, that's what's next. All right. No? Yes. So our mascara, if you want to try something for the first time through Younique and you want to purchase something, a 100% success, 0 failure, is our 3D fiber lashes. So they are 2 tubes, which seems a little strange. 1 is going to be your gel. You're going to put the gel down, which is going to create, you know, a liquid, obviously. And then the loose fibers are going to stick to that liquid to make your lashes look fuller and longer. And then you're going to go back in and seal it with the gel. So I'm going to do 1 layer on this side, and I'm going to do 2 to 3 on this side, because now we're going out. I look like a crazy person. I'm okay with that. Okay. talking to myself. All right. So again, just laying that gel down. And pay attention. I'm going to go on a harsh angle so you can see my natural. Like this is what it would look like with regular mascara on. Okay. Then we're going to move into the fibers, which look like this. They are loose. And look at that. Those bad boys get thicker and longer. And they can look messy here. It's totally fine. That is what the gel is for. The brush is very firm brush. So it will smooth it all out. Okay. See how that just smoothed that one out right there? See the difference? Crazy, right? So let's do it again. Okay. And then clean it up with the gel. Boom. Can you believe that? Is that not insane? Oops. Crazy. I know. It's insane. And of course I don't look like I have eyelashes on the bottom because they should be covered in concealer, foundation, eyeshadow. They need to look like they are there. Okay. So those are some full, long lashes. Luscious lashes. So this side, we're only going to do one because this is our everyday look. I do this every day, but not everyone is into that. That's fine. So we will just do one layer. Oops. Keep going out of screen. I apologize. All right. Go in with our loose fibers. Do your loose fiber there. Thank you. And then we're going to go in with our gel and seal the deal. over here while they're drying and push these bad boys to the sky. I don't like eyelash curls. Bad experiences. Actually, experience, because it only took one bad one to go never again. So I apologize. There's nothing wrong with them. I wish I did like them because I see what they do and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But I fear that I might make myself blind because I tried to curl my eyelid. Obviously not on purpose, but it definitely almost happened. Just gonna go in from rubbing my face and everything. I've wiped off from doing the foundation. When you do like a big look like this, too much, Brittany. When you do a big look like this side, I tend to make my cheek a little bit bigger, where if you do like a cutie on this side, I won't go as bold. I'll just do a little bit. So this is palette 3. This is the one that I still have for sale. All of these colors. I use like crazy. But this goes from using on this side my everyday look, which is Smitten and Tickled. So Smitten and then Tickled is my V shape right here. Over here, I also did Smitten and Tickled. Sorry, I think I'm skipping again. Oh, what are we going to do with this computer thing, Major? Can't wait to get a new phone in September 2018. Alright, so on this side, I started with Smitten and Tickled so you could see it. And then I went in. I know it looks weird on my forehead, but I went in and used Irate down here. I used Cheeky, which is this color right here, which is actually like a really, really dark lavender. It looks gray. I really don't see gray in it. I mean, it's like this. Oh, it's so hard to see it. It is like a bright purple, but like a little bit of a lavender in it for the arc. And it's just crazy to see what this color in the corner, how pink it pulls with this, and how whitish gray it pulls over here. And that's strictly going from the brush to this. All right. Ooh, lippies. I forgot about my lips. All right. So I haven't used live my splash. I use it almost every day, but I haven't used it live. This is the splash. This one is Sentimental. We're going to use that one. Let me see. All right. So the cool thing with this, with the liquid, is the fact that usually when I use a liquid, I have trouble with it like traveling up my lips. So it always drives me crazy to trust a liquid. This one is a little bit thicker, not in a bad way, but it's thicker where it doesn't have the ability to move, but it still stains your lips at the same time. So I want to show you what this looks like. So can you see that arc? This has a very, very, very fine point on the top, so it makes it very easy to create a nice clean line and then to do your bottom lip as well with that arc. So and this is a great middle color to use with any kind of eye. So whether you're going with a very simple eye, ow, sorry. So whether you're going with a very simple eye, this will be like your pop of color. That's not a smudge. That's my imperfection of not doing my makeup. Or doing makeup twice a day, not washing my face. Or doing a bold eye, and this becomes a little bit more of a natural color. This is one of my favorite colors. It was actually given to me in the very beginning. I need to get more of these. So it is a matte. So if you weren't comfortable or you don't want to do a matte, you like more of a gloss. I love mattes, but I love gloss. You would then use our Bonbons, which is like our lipstick, our chapstick. I don't know where my words are today. I'm sorry, guys. I really apologize. And I feel like my video is skipping anyway, and it's not going to come out right. Sorry. So it is my favorite color. I need to get more of these. Lots more. So yeah. So this is palette 3. Using these using all these colors, creating different looks. There's actually a third look that you can do here, which is right in between the two. But yeah, it's crazy to see one palette that goes from this, very natural, everyday wearing, to this, which is like a fun night out. And that's how all of the palettes are. I mean, literally, browns, same thing, million different ways you can do it, at least 3. This one's number 4. This one is, I think, a little bit different because this one gives you like your natural blues and then your natural browns. So this is nice in the idea for blue or brown eyes. La la. This is number 2. I haven't used this one yet. Look at that. I used that color. That's it. I still need to use this one. Maybe we'll do this one tomorrow. But this one too. This one is like gray, browns, and blacks. But I'd say this is more on your gray scales, which is nice. This would be really good with blue or brown as well. And then my Alice in Wonderland. Bam! A lot of colors. A lot. I wish I had this for the peacock look day. Ugh. So yeah, literally 3 looks each. 15 different looks, which I'm sure it's a heck of a lot more than that, depending on if you want to use this side of the brush, or if you want to use this side of the brush, or if you want to use the rose spray. So I do have the rose water down here. Oh. When you're done doing your makeup, if you want it to stay longer, you can use your rose water as your setting spray. So you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be like your setting spray. So I'm going to go take a picture of this side, take a picture of that side. And again, this palette is on sale. Instead of $52 is $45. So let me know if you're interested. My name is Brittany. I'm a presenter with Younique. Thank you so much for joining me tonight or later on when you're watching this. I hope that the video did turn out because it looks like I'm skipping. So hopefully not an issue. But otherwise, have a good night. Enjoy your Friday, my Friday, and have a good weekend. It's going to be nice this weekend. Yay. All right. Have a good night.